Today I'm going to be showing off the top 10 ways to troll your friends with redstone. Now let's get right into it. So the first one, I think it's pretty cool. As might become a little apparent during this video, I recently learned how to use comparators, so I've been going crazy with that. So, let's say you wanted to go to the end. And so, you start plugging the Eyes of Ender in, and then wait for it. It explodes. Of course, these are immovable and unbreakable, so the end portal will be fine, just everything around you will collapse. So, basically how that worked, there was a comparator that sensed when the Eye of Ender was placed into the socket of the end portal frame and sent out a signal signaling TNT to go off. Now, as you can see, there's a chest right here, and again, another comparator. So, what this one does is a little different. So, say you have a friend who likes to brag about things. Like, dude, look at how many diamonds I have. And, well, you just don't have as many diamonds as I do. It's fine. You just gotta have mine and work hard. Look at how many diamonds I have. Here, I'll even put some more in. What? And then that explodes. Let me just clear my inventory really quick. I need that. Don't need the sandstone. I'll patch these holes up later. But the next thing to troll your friends is the scary talking dragon head. Now, if you of your friends have slain the Ender Dragon, and chances are they've gone to the end city and gotten a little trophy. And so what you can do is set up this contraption right here, flick the lever, and next time they come into their house, they'll just be like, oh, what a nice day, I'm just gonna walk in my house. And they'll run away. That'd actually be pretty funny. And speaking of, there's no good segue to that. Let's just jump into the next one. You can't have an annoy your friends without the annoying part. I'm sorry. My talking skills have been terrible. So this is the annoy-o-matic. Yeah, I made a switch on this so that way I can toggle it on and off. But just imagine someone comes into their house after running away from that's off, but instead this is on. Not only would they be annoyed, but the Noteblocks would freak them out. Because, here, listen to this. Sounds like something's walking towards them, and have that same note playing 5 times so fast. It's just, along with doors and dispensers and pistons. It's not fun. So yeah, you can have some serious fun with that. So the next one is what I like to call the trick gravel patch. You can walk over it, and it's just all well and dandy. There's nothing to it. You can run around it as much as you want, but you might notice this lever here. Let's say this is your friend's house, and he wants to go through it. But you set this up, and say to here, just a second. Where is it? Armor stand. Where's the armor stand? Say Timmy's walking down the road. Then all of a sudden you flip this lever. And then Timmy falls to his death. The way this works was, I'm going to extend this back. There's scaffolding right here, branching across all of this. And it was only relaying like one, it was only on this layer, and the gravel was on top. That was what was supporting the gravel. And the piston broke all the scaffolding, therefore the gravel falls. And also, if you want to recreate this for yourself, use stone slabs at the bottom, so that way the gravel breaks and it just doesn't plug up the lava. That way they'll only take fall damage, and that's not any fun. But moving on, let's move on to the trick water elevator. Everyone has these. Use soul sand, and they propel themselves right up to the top. You can use them to get up and down, and basically, they're basically really good for transportation in your house. So what I've set up is basically a trick one. There's nothing to it. That pressure plate doesn't do anything, but you're getting propelled all the way to the top. And since this is supposed to be a quick method, I didn't finish talking. You're supposed to go up the water elevator really fast. That's what it's supposed to be for. You're not supposed to walk up a bunch of stairs. So of course you're going to want to get off it really quickly. And you get onto these pressure plates, and this piston triggers this slime block to be pushed forward, knocking you off and fall to your death. I've even tested this. I'm just going to put myself in survival, go up this, and may I point out the good thing about water elevators is you don't need to worry about your breathing. So you get on. That was a bad example. You know, at very least, this could just be annoying. So you get over here, and then dead. So that's that one. And I personally like this one. So you know how people will use these things to trap mobs that they really like, or show them off? Here, let me, I thought I had a trapdoor over here. Let me get one really quick. And pressure plate. It'll go a little something like this. Trapdoor. Wait, which way does this extend? Like that way. So they'll have it like this. Trapdoor. 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 And then it'll have a block. 2 blocks, or 1 block above. And when someone steps on the pressure plate, now they're trapped. They can't get out. And they're basically just trapped. And so I basically implemented that with pistons. So, say, hey man, let's go over here. And he's like, oh, this is weird, but okay. Dude, I'm trapped. Just walk along. I can't, I'm trapped. They're trapped, they can't get out. And this is bedrock right here, so they can't get out. Also, may I point out that they have to be in adventure mode, or else they'll just mine their way out of all these. And that's not any fun. So yeah. That's that one. The next one is over here. Basically, you want to tell your friend, hey, I built you a nether portal that ignites itself. And they'll be like, oh, cool. I haven't worked out all the kinks yet. Oh, that's fine, as long as it works. So you come up here, you stand. Here, let me just switch myself into survival. Stand right here, flip the lever, and you light yourself on fire. Now, I am aware I didn't build this properly, but that's the point. You're supposed to not expect it. There's supposed to be a dispenser full of fireballs right here that ignite it, and that's the entire point. What they don't expect is for it to not work, and then as a result, they get set on fire, and it's the funniest thing ever.
Don't you dare do that to me.
Now, the next one is over here. I'm sorry I spaced these out so weirdly. So, let's say this is... Here, I need to... Let's say this is your friend's house. And you say, hey man, I realized that you're only using torches. Those are really boring. So I've given you some lights, like on the ceiling. They're like, oh, thanks, man. You're like, no problem. And then they realize, why are they flickering? And that's the funny part. You create flickering lights for your friend. He's like, I don't think this is normal. Like, no, I created it. The redstone is just red. What redstone? It's a lever. And now it takes a little bit more than that. And then you'll just get into an entire conversation about that. But the last one, if I didn't forget, would be over here. And I'm personally really proud of this. So, let's say you probably have a composter in either a village or someplace that you saw. Either in a village or your base, you probably have one of these. Unless you're in a really old update or version of the game. But anyways, you take your seeds and stuff that you have too much of, and you start to put it in the composter, right? And then it gradually fills up, and then it starts moving. You can't place anything in it at that point. It's basically receiving redstone signals on and off, on and off, on and off, constantly, because of itself. I don't know why it's doing that, but I'm just gonna roll with it. And so they can't place it, and they're like, why is this happening? They basically have to destroy the composter. And it's really hard to even do that. You have to destroy the entire mechanism itself to get it to stop. And at that point, you don't, in case you didn't know, all that stuff you put in the composter that stay up, when you destroy it, it's gone. So basically, they just almost filled up an entire composter for nothing. Yeah, did I mention that they have to be, like, do they have a cool head about this? Because if you've done these before the end of the video, then they're going to be pretty mad. But, yeah. I think that's all. Thank you guys. Yeah, I already showed them the annoymatic. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel and you like the commentary, click that like button and that subscribe button. And I forgot this part of my outro. But until next time, Jay West out.